Hi, kids. It's Pastor Sam. Remember on Friday, Jesus died on the cross. He died to forgive people for all the bad that we have thought and said and done. And when Jesus died on the cross, he said, "Father, forgive them." And then he cried out, "It is finished." And he said, "Father, I give you my life." And Jesus died to win over death. Well, after Jesus was dead, they laid him in a tomb carved out of rock, and soldiers rolled a big stone in front of the tomb, just to be sure, so that no one could get in or out. And Jesus' friends were very, very sad. It wasn't supposed to end like this. But who said anything about the end? Just before sunrise on the third day, God sent an earthquake and an angel from heaven. And when the guards saw the angel, they fell down afraid. The angel rolled the huge stone away and waited. And at the first light of dawn, Mary Magdalene and other women headed to the tomb. The early morning sun came through the olive trees, and drops of dew glittered on leaves, little tears everywhere. They walked quietly until they reached the tomb, and they noticed something odd. It was wide open. They looked through the opening into the dark tomb, but wait, Jesus' body was gone. And something else. There was a shining person there, a figure with clothes made from light. "Don't be scared," the angel said. They couldn't help it. The angel asked them, "What are you doing here? This is a tomb, and tombs are for dead people." They couldn't speak. The angel spoke, "Jesus isn't dead anymore. He's alive again." And their hearts jumped. And then the angel laughed with such gladness that they felt as if for a moment that they awoke from a bad dream. The other women rushed home, but Mary stayed behind. How could it be true? Jesus was definitely dead. How could he be alive? And she heard someone else. And she thought, maybe that's the gardener. "I don't know where Jesus is," Mary said urgently. "I can't find him." And Jesus said, "Mary." Only one person said her name like that. She could hear her heart beating. She turned, she looked, and she thought she was dreaming, but she wasn't dreaming. She was seeing Jesus. Mary fell to the ground. Tears filled her eyes. Sobs shook her whole body. And all she wanted was to cling to Jesus and never let go. And Jesus said, "You'll always be close to me, but now go and tell the others that I'm alive." Mary ran and ran all the way to the city. She had never run so fast or so far in all her life. She felt like she could run forever. She didn't even feel like her feet touched the ground. The sun seemed to be dancing and gleaming and bounding across the sky, racing with her and shining brighter than she could ever remember in the clear, fresh air. And it seemed to her that morning as she ran, almost as if the whole world had been made new, almost as if the whole world was singing for joy. The trees and the grass, the birds, her heart. Was God really making everything sad come untrue? Was he making even death come untrue? She couldn't wait to tell Jesus' friends. "They won't believe it," she laughed. And she was right, of course. And that is the story of Easter. Jesus died and rose again. Remember, God loves you, and you are a blessing.